What's up guys, Zaff here, back with some more Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes action. And I know that I have not been uploading videos for the past few days. It's because real life has been really hectic and the weather's not really great. You know, it's been raining a lot, so it's not good conditions to record because it's just thunder and raindrops. Excuses, I know, never mind. I could always edit that out, right? But yeah, this video will be to prove that it was not a fluke for that win against the Kraken. It's been 3 days since that video and I've been getting number 1 consistently every day for my payout so far. And I will show you like 5 battles against him, and also the different scenarios that I face when I fight him. You know, when RNG is not on my side, and also when base dies, what do I do? When Rex dies, what do I do? Especially like this, base died, and well, this one was directly the day after, and I fought it down like, okay, I lost this one, okay. So in my mind, all I was thinking about, it was a fluke, right? It was a fluke win for sure. And it's never gonna happen again because look, he just kills everyone, right? But after that, what I did was I started practicing against him. I just started fighting against him over and over. But after the second try, everything just went well, and my timing to beating him, like now I can beat him under 3 minutes. And it's all about getting to know your team and getting to know what to do in situations when certain things go wrong. You know, like when base dies, or when Rex dies, or when they use certain skill, they go first, etc. And I think it's just practice, and after that it will become second nature. Now, okay, this is a bonus clip. We're gonna show how I beat this guy, a Night Sister team. I know the general consensus is to use an AoE heavy team, but I don't have Wedge geared up. So, no on my Empire. I'm working on my Empire actually for R2, so my plan is to use Empire to fight against Night Sisters, especially when they get to level 80 and they have that pre-taunt coming up. But now what I can see from the shard is everyone's running a really fast zombie, so that she can always get her taunt up. My strategy against Night Sister is very simple. I try my best to stun Talzin, take out Daka, then take out Talzin, and then I'll kill off everyone else before zombie, and leave zombie for last, which so far has been alright. I used to lose. Now after fighting against them a bunch of times, it's been alright. And today, even in my Discord chat, one of my friends, Darth Kitten Raw, he said my defense won, and I'm like, I'm surprised because my defense is actually pretty easy. That's another thing I want to say, like, don't be bothered so much about defensive wins or trying to stay at the top rank overnight. You know, it doesn't matter. All that matters is when you're doing your rush hour, which is the hour where before your payout comes, right, that you can get a high level, a high rank then. Because it doesn't matter how far down you fall. You know, if you fall like within the 20s and you want to get back to number 1 or top 3, top 5, whatever it is, then you probably have to do a 2-hour rush or 1.5 hour rush, and you probably have to refresh, you know, for another 5 battles. But if you're dropping like in the mid 15s, 16s, something like that, then it's not much of an issue. So here I mostly rely on Kylo and Baze's AoE to get them down, and Kylo stun. What else was there to say? Yeah, so it doesn't matter about defense, because what I did was when I went all in Nihilus. What I mean all in is when I bought shards for him. It's because that I watched a lot of videos when I just started playing the game, which is fairly recently. I just started playing the game, right? And then I saw a lot of videos having Nihilus in it, and I thought it was pretty cool. And Rex was my first Chromium pool, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna center my team around this too, Rex and Kylo. No, sorry, not Rex and Kylo, but Rex and Nihilus. And obviously later on, then I found Zeta Kylo videos and stuff, and yeah, I just like Nihilus, so I put in a lot of crystals into getting him 7 stars so that I can use him in raids. And so far that's been working well for me, because he does put out the highest damage for me during raids. I mean, obviously there are better teams, you know, but for my current level and what I have, he is my hardest hitting guy, even though that skill comes out every 7 turns. Annihilate, that is. But yeah, we're deviating off the topic. So what I'm saying is practice. You know, if you hit a wall, just keep practicing. And I think that spending 50 crystals a day, you know, to refresh your battles, so you get experience against higher gear or teams that, you know, it's tough to fight against, it's pretty invaluable. I think getting that 50 crystals early, so that you practice how to fight against them, how to counter certain teams, or not even how to counter, but you might already have the team. So what is the turn order that you want to kill, the kill order, your turn order, how to tune your team, you know, who wants to move first. Although that's something weird about the turn order mechanic. I don't understand it, you know, it doesn't really translate well for me, the turn mechanic, because there are instances where, I mean, you guys saw it on the stream, you know, it was on the Artists of War stream, day 1, where Rex was 203 speed at that time, and Boba Fett was 201 speed. But after Rex did his cleanse and attack bar buff, which at that time, prior to that, my Boba Fett was always faster than Rex, so I never noticed this issue. But when I switched it over to Rex having 203 speed and Boba having 201, what happened was everybody else moved before Rex moved. And if you can see there, I annihilate Chirrut first, because someone on Reddit, I don't recall the name, I'm sorry, but someone on Reddit, when I posted this on Reddit, he advised me to say that instead of annihilating base, you should annihilate Chirrut first, then base doesn't taunt. And I'm like, all right, that makes sense. Yeah, you know, sometimes it's an oversight. You don't see it, right? You think that your way might be better, but then when somebody gives you a slightly more efficient opinion, then you're like, oh, it's much easier. So now it's this is still a slow kill. Well, maybe because I was trying to run out the clock for this one, for this particular battle, because I was already at rank 1, and I was just fighting him because I just felt that it's not right to get rank 1 without beating him for the day, that is. But now I don't care, you know, I'm like, whatever gets me rank 1, doesn't matter, you know, that 500 crystals and 950 arena tokens, they're really invaluable, because I need to get, like, there's so many people that you want to get from arena store. Like now I'm working on Tarkin, and I want to get Leia, and there's so many other people that I want to get there, you know, Sidious, Savage, the list goes on, you know, almost everyone in the arena store is important in progressing. You know, you can get your droids there. I think HK-47 is in there. Then you also got Cassian there, who you can use for special Rogue One missions, you know. Cassian, Jin, Baze, Chirrut. Oh no, you can't get Baze and Chirrut nor Jin in the arena store. I'm just saying that that's the Rogue One team, just in case you didn't watch the movie, right? Which was a great movie in my opinion. I mean, I like that movie. Well, moving on. So yeah, here in this particular battle, I wasn't trying to beat him. I was just trying to run down the clock, because there was another whale on my shard that was just annoying me. He just kept hitting me, and sure enough, like a few minutes after my payout, he just hits me again, even though his payout is like hours after a hit of mine. I don't understand that. I don't think I'll commentate throughout the whole video. I'm just trying to prep. There will be a video where some things happen, and You know, it's different situations. Every battle is different. No battle is 100% the same. Well, after a few battles, yes, there will be battles that will look 100% the same, but at the same time, you know, it's just need to learn how to adapt to different situations. You know, especially when I lose base, there will be a video where I lose base. I'm not sure whether this is the video or the next one, because I did this in chronological order. Is that correct? Yeah, I mean, I was following the timestamps. You know, like when I recorded this video, when I recorded that video, I just followed it, and you can see that the time that I take to beat them is lower and lower. But towards the end, it gets lower because there are different situations where it got a bit complicated, and maybe it was RNG on my side. I don't know. I review all my matches. If you have options to record videos, right, you should do it, and then you can review your fights and see where you went wrong. I mean, some people don't care, right? Most people don't care. They just want to play the game for fun. They don't want to really improve that much. They're like they're playing the game like Pokemon, say, you know, like in a Pokemon-esque thing where all they want to do is just collect toons, or you know, some people are just arena focused and they just want to do really well in arena, or some people just don't care about arena because they're doing really well in ships. You know, there's different types of people. You know, you might not suit you, like whatever I'm trying to say might not suit you at all, but I'm just saying that if you do care about arena and you want to progress, and you want to know how to beat these teams faster, one is by watching videos. You know, like you watch other people's videos, you join forums, you join Discord chats, you inquire, you ask about their opinions, but don't take their opinions like that. You know, like most people will say, oh, just go Wiggs Chase, put a fifth member, any fifth member will do, you know, Leia or Ezra or Kylo or Rex. You know, they will just say, or R2 even, you know, most people will say that, but what you need to do is custom fit it to what I think. Okay, now I'm not saying that what you need to do. What I think you need to do is, what I do is I take everyone's opinion and then I custom fit it to my playstyle. See, I have a very safe playstyle because I like having this tenacity up. It reminded me of a character that I played in Summoner's War, Veladril, the Fire Archangel, was one of my favorite monsters from the game. So what I did was, when I pulled Rex, you know, the skills were pretty similar. What he does is he gives like immunity up for 3 turns and increases everyone's attack bar by 30%. Attack bar and turn meter is the same thing supposedly, but in this game the turn meter thingy, I'm still not familiar with the ticks and how the ticks work and how speed correlates to it. I mean, usually it's supposed to be in order, but sometimes I see when you do like double turn meter boosts or something, the turn order is not really the same. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it's that's how it is for me, right? And I think this is the one where the situation gets tricky, is it? Never mind. Going back to what I'm saying, that if you want to improve in arena, from my opinion, I'm not saying that this is the correct one, I'm just saying in my opinion, just practice more, you know, find people that it's tough to beat a wall, you know, because a wall, something that it's difficult for you to climb over. Like this guy was a wall for me for months. And if you notice from here, you can see that I'm also using Chirrut's Dispel up a lot. His skill where he cleanses and brings tenacity up, because that gives base's taunt up, because what it does is it makes Chirrut's health go down, and when Chirrut falls below 100% health, base automatically has a taunt. So I'm using that a lot now. And what else was I about to say? Yeah. So when you hit a wall, right, you just gotta try breaking through the wall. You know, every day trying different strategies. You know, if you can afford the 50 crystals a day to just try different strategies against one person, go ahead. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you're trying to improve. That's a good thing. And if you can, find a way to record your fights so that you can review it and you can see like, oh, what went wrong. Do I need to improve my turn order? You know, and then you can also review it in the sense that it's like base. I had base at gear 9 for a long time, right? And I was wondering why, with my current stats, you know, some people had this lower stats in mind, but they could beat certain opponents, and it didn't make sense to me. I'm like, someone's special shot, like the triple shot by Biggs, where he calls in Wedge and another ally to assist, right, will just knock base off. So I'm like, we need a minimum HP and protection, you know, to survive that kind of shot. So that kind of skill, what do I need to do? You know, I need to farm mods that has X amount of flat health, X amount of protection, and I mean, it's just stat based, you know. So you know how to stat your your tunes, and also, yeah, if you review your clips, you know, you will be able to know like what's the necessary requirements for your mods, so that you are able to stat them better. And also, see, what I did there was I took a screenshot of the time. Like, I'm just trying to time myself, see how fast I beat him now that I've got it down to, you know, a bit, like I'm getting more familiar about what skills to use and what skills not to use when the AI uses something else. Because if you notice, sometimes what I do is I don't start with Rex's turn meter. See, what I do is I start with the first skill now, because I don't know why. I find that it worked better for me, right? I mean, there is this thing in my head, I just can't translate the words. I don't know how to say it, I don't know how to mention it, but yeah, it is like that. That's reviewing your fights. It's a good thing. I mean, like, people do it all the time, you know, like whether they're boxers, like if you're fighting in a boxing ring, or if I used to be a lot into cars, so, you know, if you want to review your track times, your drag races, whatever it is, it's like reviewing, having footage of your fights allows you to review it. Some people would think that, oh, that's a bit much, right? Like, it's just a game, you don't need to do this. But I kind of like this game, and I want to go the extra mile, because I don't know, I'm just addicted to it right now currently. And then, yeah, I mean, that's what it is, you know. Some people will be like, it's not worth my time, you know, I've got better things to do with my time, which is fine, which is absolutely fine, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people have weird hobbies, you know. I have a friend who has a 10,000 USD cat. Yeah, you heard that right, it was a cat for 10,000 USD. Weird, but true. Some people just have weird hobbies. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people who own boats and like never even go on them for years. Yeah. Oh, this was the fight where we lost base. So yeah, this was a fight where I lost base and I had to adapt to the situation. And usually when I lose base already, I'm like, oh, I'm pretty much screwed. You know, there's nothing much we can do. But now that I know I have this bit of video, like, to show me like what happens if I lose base, should I lose base, what can I do to make the situation better. You know, there was a few situations also where I was just down the Chirrut and Nihilus, and they still got it done. Yeah. So enough rambling. I think that's enough rambling for today, because today's video is going to be rambling. Tomorrow's video is going to be a lot more rambling. It's about different topics though, but this is just my thoughts, which I want to get out to people. Like, tomorrow's videos will be about the updates on the conclusion on the Thrawn event. Yeah, that's why I'm not streaming, because I don't want y'all to see my collection of monsters or whatever. So just wait for tomorrow's video then. This is Zaff signing out.